Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have this amazing recipe for you. It's kibbeh. It's a traditional Middle Eastern dish. It's a national dish of Syria. So it's a dish that some Haitians have adopted, just like sadadwis. It's not our food. It's something we have adopted and we make it our own style sometimes. And I'm going to show you how to make kibbeh Haitian style. So I am using bulgur wheat, 1 cup of bulgur wheat. I'm going to rinse it. I rinsed mine twice and then I'm going to let it soak for 3 hours. You got to let it soak for 3 hours. And after it's soaked, you're going to have to drain the water. You better off using a cheesecloth to strain all the water out. Using a strainer is not going to be enough. It's not going to work properly. So use a cheesecloth or a towel if you don't have a cheesecloth. So while the bulgur wheat is soaking, we're gonna go ahead and prepare the meats, the filling, and also the meat. So I'm using ground beef. I'm using a 2080, little fat, so it could be tasty. So I'm just separating the meat. So I'm just dividing it into two portions. The smaller portion is going to be the filling, and the rest I'm gonna mix with the kibbeh. So I am using a little bit of spice because I like my food a little spicy, not too much, just a little kick. It's the Haitian in me. I'm a spicy Pisces, so I don't know I keep saying that. So I'm gonna go ahead and, of course, like I said, it's Haitian style. Add my Epis. I will leave a link of my the best Epis recipe in the description box below. So I am adding all my seasoning in the meat, the ground beef. So I will list all the ingredients, all the seasonings that I've used in the description box below. I'm using black pepper. I use freshly ground black pepper. I don't like the pre-grounded stuff. It has absolutely no flavor. It's just a waste to me. Using that type of stuff is a waste of time. So freshly cracked black pepper. Oh, it smells bomb. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the salt. I am using 1 teaspoon of salt. Juice. I guess some people don't like, you can cook if you're making Haitian food. I don't understand how you can make Haitian food without using lime juice and vinegar or sour orange juice. I don't understand. Anyways, there's a reason why we do that. So once you've add everything together, you strain your bulgur wheat. Add all the seasoning to the meat. You're gonna go ahead and mix everything together. You may wear gloves. My hands are washed. My nails are very short, so I'm using my hand. My hands are perfectly cleaned. Okay, so also, if you don't want the smell of the meat to be in your hands, just wear gloves. But if you wash your hands with soap, the smell is not gonna linger. It's not fish. So yeah, feel free to use gloves, but I use my hands. So you're gonna mix that. You see how I'm mixing it? You're gonna make love to it. Okay, very nicely. Touch it gently. Mix it. Make sure everything is like perfectly seasoned, perfectly coated. Okay, touch it the way you touch your man or your woman. Nice and slow. Anyway, so after you've made love to your bulgur wheat and meat mixture, you're gonna go ahead and start preparing the filling. I hope it was good. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so you see it so nice. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit while I'm preparing my filling. So remember the meats that I set aside. I'm gonna use that for the filling. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some epis to that ground beef. I mean, like I said, it's Haitian style. And not adding epis to it, I don't know. You just gotta add some epis to it. And I'm adding some all-purpose chicken seasoning. The way the Syrian and Turkish and they do it, it's very different than that. Sometimes they throw the meats and the bulgur wheat in a blender, not a blender, in a food processor, and make it a little bit softer. So if you want, and then the texture is gonna be a little bit nicer, smoother than that. This one's gonna be a bit crunchier and a bit grainier. So the way they do it, they throw it in a food processor, the meat and the bulgur wheat. So I'm using cloves, of course, for the meat, ground clove, and some chicken Maggi bouillon powder, less than a teaspoon, not exactly a teaspoon. So go ahead and give that a quick mix, and then we're gonna go ahead and cook it. So in a hot pan on medium low heat, we're gonna go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once your olive oil is hot, you're gonna go ahead and add the onion and peppers. I'm using half a cup of red bell peppers, half a cup of green bell peppers, and half a cup of yellow onions. So we're gonna cook it for like 2 minutes. So after 2 to 3 minutes, you go ahead and add the ground beef. So we're gonna keep stirring it so it doesn't clumps up. See, it would be also nice if you process the ground beef also for like throw it in the food processor and pulse it for like 3 4 times, and it will make it a little bit softer. And also remember to add salt to taste. So now lower your heat on low and let it simmer for 15 minutes. And after that, it's gonna cool down. We're gonna go ahead and start filling the kibbeh. So you're gonna take the mixture about the size of your palm. You see that size? So that's like two regular size meatball to get mixed together. So you're gonna shape it like to an oval. Once you shape it to an oval, you're gonna go ahead and make a hole in the middle. And then you add the filling. It's a little bit. You add about a teaspoon of the filling in there, and then you go ahead and close it, and then continue shaping it to that oval shape. And you're gonna continue with the process. So you don't want to make it too big, so when you're frying it, it doesn't take too long. Or you don't want to make it too small, so it doesn't burn too quick. You see what I'm doing there? Just like that. And then you go ahead, you make a hole. and then you go ahead and add the filling, excuse me. Once you've added the filling, you go ahead and close that hole and continue with the same oval shape. So I added I was just, being, I don't know, creative or whatnot. So I added cheese in some of them just because I thought it would be cool. So this is what they look like. Delicious. So we're gonna go ahead now and start warming up our pot with oil. I'm using vegetable oil to fry it. You may use canola oil to fry it, deep fry it basically. So you really need like a high point oil. It has to be vegetable or canola, something like that. So I used 46 ounces of oil. So when the oil is hot on medium high heat, you're gonna go ahead and drop it in there slowly. And so this took 3 minutes on each side to be fried and cooked properly. 2 to 3 minutes. So do not put a lot in there because when you're turning it, it's gonna be difficult, and you have to leave it for the whole 2 to 3 minutes before you try to turn it, because other than that it's gonna stick to the bottom of the pan and you don't want to make a mess. It's gonna stick, and then you see what I'm saying. So you have to wait for that time, and it's gonna be easier to flip it over, to turn it over. So if you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone that you care about. And thank you for watching, actually, if you made it this far. And honestly, this dish, you guys, not everybody knows about it because not all regions of Haiti adopted this dish. Some people don't know about it. Not a lot of people. Some people I've met, I've asked them if they know about it, they don't know about it. So yeah, this is the final product, you guys. It's not a traditional, obviously it's not as authentic because I'm a Haitian girl making kebab. It just can't really be authentic. But yeah, it was delicious. I loved it. My family loved it. My friends loved it. My coworkers loved it. And yeah, this is the one that I put the cheese in. Next time I'm gonna put mozzarella cheese. So I only had American cheese. So I added the American cheese. And it was good. So next time I'm adding mozzarella cheese instead. But this is the final product, you guys. Like I said, I also, these Middle Eastern people, they serve it with tahini or hummus. But like I said, I was making it Haitian style, so I served it with Pikliz, and can't get any more Haitian than that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and also try this recipe. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and also thank you for watching.